Yo, numbers challenge. Moscakery and our girls. Let's go.
Hey everyone, it's another vlog. Good days in my life as a cake business owner in Lagos, Nigeria. Let's do this. I think I was pretty much tired this day. I was so tired, but we have deliveries for the next day and we're making sugar flowers. So I had to join the girls to make the work very fast. Three people is better than two people is better than one person, and we really need to get this done with in no time. So one person was molding, one person was cutting, and I joined in to fill and vein the flowers because we want to make it look very real. So now I'm using a veiner to make an imprint on the sugar paste, and I'll repeat the process over and over again because it's a lot of flowers that we're making. And we're making peony flower this day. We were making peony flowers. We had other leaves to make, just to make the cake look beautiful. If you make cakes, you would know that using sugar flowers give your cake one unique and beautiful look rather than using silk flowers. I use silk flowers as well, but when we make fondant cakes, I try as much as possible to use sugar flowers. They make the cake look classy, they look real, and if you even make the sugar flowers to be as real as possible, the better. Now, I always use one stone to kill two birds. So I show my students and staff how to do some things. They also help me in doing it. So in the process, they are learning and they're helping me and they're helping themselves as well. So this is just what we do when you come to learn. Like I always say, all our classes are hands on. You get to see it real. You get to practice it and do it over and over again. Tell me how you won't be a pro by the end of your class. So that's what's happening over here. We're almost done with the sugar flowers and we're just going to leave it here to dry overnight. And the next day we're going to couple it together. Now, moving on to the cake itself. After I was done with the sugar flour, I proceeded to crumb coat, to fill, layer, and crumb coat my cake. It's a fondant cake, and I have several fillings lined up that I was going to use. So the first one was chocolate ganache filling. I had different cakes as well, vanilla, chocolate, and red velvet. That's what I'm working with. And I was layering each one with Swiss meringue buttercream. In this layer, I have caramel buttercream, and the next layer is red velvet. And for this layer, I used Swiss meringue buttercream as my border, and then I would use strawberry compote as the filling. So just trying to balance out all of the flavors so that the customer enjoys the cake to the maximum. So even though it's a fondant cake, it comes with all of the juicy and yummiest filling. I'm done with layering the cake now, and I'm crumb coating with more Swiss meringue buttercream. I have a Swiss meringue buttercream recipe card that you can easily use to practice. I'm going to be linking it in the description box and you can download it at a token. This is one of the ways you can support me on this channel. Thank you. Now, moving on to covering the cake with chocolate ganache so that it seals off all of my fillings. You can see that the fillings are very runny and light. Now, this is where the chocolate ganache comes in. And because it seals off all of the fillings inside the cake, my cake is stable, like it stands straight. Look at that. Everything is looking so pink, and by the time I'm going to add my fondant to it, it's going to stay firm. Now I'm working with wafer paper here. I'm making some leaves, and all of these are what I'm going to be using for that cake that I just crumb coated with chocolate ganache. I'm using a leaf veiner here too to make some imprint, to make the leaf look real, like look like it's a live leaf. Now, once I finish that, I will leave everything to dry overnight. And it's the next day. Let's work with the fondant. Now, my fondant is ready. I'm just kneading it to make it smooth, and I'm gonna roll it now. Dust my work surface with icing sugar, and then I start rolling with rolling pin to get my desired size and shape. I'm using the paneling method, which is the top and side. So this is the side that I'm rolling, and I want to improvise with a carton to get those fine lines on the carton. You can get a rolling pin that has that, but I don't have, and that is why I'm improvising with that carton. You know, with baking, you have to buy a lot of things, and if you're not careful, you're going to use all of your profits to buy and buy and buy. So I always try to improvise, and I always get good results. Now, I've gotten what I want. I'm coupling the flowers, that's the peony flower. I'm arranging them one petal at a time. Now, this is one of the lessons you'll be learning in my upcoming Modern Fondant Masterclass. It's a one-on-one class scheduled to happen in Lagos, Nigeria. And because I have other subscribers that are not based in Nigeria, the online version will be coming out later in the year. I'll be putting the link in the description box where you can join the wait list to get all information about this class and when it's going to be happening. I mean the online version. Now let's get back to this one that we're making. I've already added the top. I'm trimming out the excess. Once I'm done with that, I'll add a little bit of water. That is going to serve as my glue, and then I'll add this side. Look at the way it's easy to pick. This fondant recipe is a steal. I have the recipe card that I'm going to be attaching in the description box. You can easily download it as a token as well. It's a no-fail fondant recipe. It works in all weather and it's not going to stress you. I assure you. So check the description box to download the recipe card and give me feedback when you use this recipe. Now I'm done with the fondant and I'm just brushing it with glitters. Then I attach all of my add-ons, the name tag and the flower. Oh my god, look at how big that flower is. That's a statement flower, like it's making a statement. Just one piece and the cake is already popping. Look at that. Just arranging it a little bit so that it gives me what it's supposed to give. That is my wafer paper leaves. And I added more wafer paper leaves and the design is already popping. This is a modern fondant design, simple and beautiful, you guys. Now I cannot finish all of this cake and I'm not going to take sweet pictures, so I did my setup for pictures. Look at that, just a simple setup and the picture is going to pop when you finish. Because I sell online, I cannot afford not to take pictures of my products, hence the setup. Now if you're a part of my membership channel, you should have watched my video on how to achieve crisp and clean images of your products, especially if you sell online. If you're not a part of my membership channel, you're already missing out greatly because I share a lot of other things in that channel: recipes, ideas, business conversations, and a host of other things. You should check out my membership channel, guys. Now I'm setting everything up for delivery because the driver is around the corner to go deliver to my customer, and off the cake goes into the car. At this point, we didn't have anything else to do and we decided to up on a challenge. Guys, have fun with this video.
Moscakery girls, Moscakery girls, let's go! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8. 7, 8. 8. 7, 8. 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yo. What's the name of the challenge, sir? 1, 2, 3, 4 challenge. Number challenge with Moscakery and ideas. Okay, let's go. Yo. 1, 2, 3 challenge. Moscakery and ideas. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8. 7, 8. 8. 8. 7, 8. 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,